Welcome back to another episode of the Text Thread.
You know the vibes, your weekly conversations of things that happen on your timeline, and we just want to give you our opinions and talk about it a little bit.
Listen, on the Textually Active podcast, we don't really get a chance to get into what's been going on, what y'all doing out here in the streets, but we want to let y'all know that we see it, and we have opinions, and we're going to talk about it too. So, this week on the thread, what do we have on the thread? What's on the list?
Ooh.
All right, so we got technology, Insta tweets, TikTok strike, iPhone versus everyone. Then we're gonna get into entertainment. We got Bow Wow versus Big Draco that's coming up tomorrow. T-Pain, and I was trying to read it, but I can't read it because it's so far away. T-Pain, we got some new music that dropped last night. Meezy's gonna tell us all about that. And then we get into expression and the wrap up. So y'all can read. I'm not going to read everything down the list, but what we can do is go ahead and get started on the text thread.
Let's get it.
All right. So Insta tweets. It's something new. It's a new feature that is hitting everybody's phone.
Is it called Insta tweets?
It's not called Insta tweets. I'm calling it Insta tweets.
Okay.
Because for the longest time, we've been taking these tweets, we screenshot them, we dress them up, and then we'll put them on our Instagram. And Twitter said, now, poor folks, you no longer have to take a screenshot and post it to your story.
Fucking finally.
I'll take the middleman out of it, because Twitter, like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, Twitter is on a mission to take over the world. They not playing with y'all. They not playing fair. They're building these partnerships. They working hand in hand with Facebook and Instagram to make your life easier. And how can you not stand behind the app that's doing that?
I want to talk to all of the companies out here that can do this. Please do this. I know they're your competitors and whatnot, and y'all are battling for the same space. Twitter's got spaces. There's a Clubhouse. Fucking Spotify lets you come on their platform.
Bro,
and
pause for a second. Did you know that Twitter wanted to buy Clubhouse for like $4 billion, and Clubhouse told them no because they said they got it?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
So Twitter said, we'll make our own shit. Fuck you. And from the reaction I've seen, people are using Spaces. Spaces been going crazy.
Yeah, I always get a notification about Spaces.
But all of you,
because you don't have to build your followers from there.
I don't have to build, or I don't have to leave. I'm already in this app. Mm-hmm. I can move it down and let them talk and still scroll my timeline.
Yeah.
But all of you developers and app companies that all are in the same fighting for the same game, please allow this. Hey, TikTok. If you gonna make me have my name on this TikTok with your logo next to it, you should just let me put it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Like, if you gonna do it, do it like all those apps that make you want to pay for it to remove the watermark. Just do it like that.
TikTok won't even let you save the video that you create, and maybe I just don't know how to work it, but it won't let you like save the clips that you make to then edit it and put it together somewhere else. Like, TikTok wants you in that app.
Hey, Apple. People want to share the podcast to the Insta story. Fix that. You fixed it.
You figured out how to do it for music?
You figured out how to do it for music. Fix it for the podcast, please. Niggas is out here trying to share podcasts. I don't want to have to send somebody the link. I want to or screenshot the picture and say go listen. It's bad enough I gotta be fucking a nigga with 10,000 followers in order to add a link to the shit.
That's ridiculous. Or 10,000 followers for the swipe up.
Yeah, like what's the point of that shit?
But Twitter is making life easier for us. Have you done this yet?
Have I shared a tweet? Yes. So recently, last night.
Can you walk us through how you do it?
So you basically see a tweet. There's an arrow. Push the arrow. It'll say share to Insta stories. And the tweet that I shared, that button right there.
Right
Yeah, right here.
The arrow pointing up.
You hit that button, the arrow pointing up. This pops up right there. You click on it, share the Insta stories.
Okay.
And it's perfect. And we'll talk about this a little bit later, but last night there's a Jasmine Sullivan song that came out about men who have bad penis. And I felt the type of way because I wanted to know, did niggas ever talk about when the vagina is trash? Or is that a female trait? Because Jasmine Sullivan was pissing me off. So I took that tweet and shared it, and I tagged Jasmine Sullivan in it because I want to have a discussion.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? I was happy that I didn't have to just screenshot it
and post it.
Yeah, it fit right there perfectly. I didn't have to crop it and do all these things to it. It's perfect.
I feel like I'll be doing a lot of this for my own individual tweets or when I see something funny.
Yeah.
I still do enjoy seeing tweets turned into memes on the actual timeline, but I like the fact that I can share like a quick funny one to my story. And
you know who stole it.
So when I click on your tweet, like say I go to your story and I click on your, right, you know who stole it. When I click on your story, can I click on that tweet and will it take me to Twitter?
No, not at all.
Okay, because that would be next level.
That would be next level.
But I don't think they want people to come from Instagram and go to Twitter because, boy, don't I play that game on my own already. Yeah, I play that game. I'll bounce around depending on the mood I'm in. Do I feel like looking at stuff or do I feel like reading it? But shout out to Twitter. Y'all doing the Lord's work out here.
Finally.
Stay blessed.
Finally.
We love it, Twitter. Keep up the good work. Proud of you. Don't get like that guy Facebook, but continue to take their money where you can.
I'm confused, but yeah. Moving on to our next topic this week. The tech thread. Some more tech business. We talked a couple weeks ago. We talked about Microsoft getting rid of Internet Explorer. It was dead. Well, Microsoft is like, hey, we got rid of that because we about to blow up. Microsoft has announced the release of Windows 11, which is free for customers that have Windows 10. I was a little shaky about this because I don't really have a Windows computer no more. It's been a while. Had you called me 2008, I would have probably had one still. But a decade later, I don't have one. But I think it's amazing. We should show them what the new features are.
So Windows officially announced Windows 11. So I still use a Windows computer for work. Pretty cool. Not bad. The interface is a little different. You still got the key players, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. That's right, Google. You're not getting them out of here that easy. They're still fighting.
Yeah.
So it has this sleek, kind of like easy-going look to it. It looks very clean. It's ways for you to share your screen and multitask. So you can do the 2 screens, change the sizes of the screens, do 3 screens, which is pretty cool. And then new ways to connect. So connect instantly with the people you care about right from your desktop. So FaceTime, but Microsoft.
Sounds a little...
Zoom, you're out of here.
Right.
And then the calendar dashboard, which is pretty cool. You got the weather, you got your photos. This looks familiar. And the news. This looks really familiar. You ever swipe too far left on your iPhone? That's what it's giving. And then, play anytime. So for gamers, a lot of people like to use PCs for games.
Windows and, Xbox and shit like that.
And then they have the different layouts. Wait a minute. So the laptop is flipping backwards to turn into a iPad or something.
They are
style.
going crazy.
Wow,
now.
they are going crazy.
They're trying to compete in this space, and I respect it. I saw some cool like 4K displays and stuff that they're doing now, so I appreciate that. I thought it was over for Windows.
Yeah.
Once everybody had iPhones and everybody had MacBooks, I thought it was over for Windows. The same way I thought it was. We'll talk about this later. That was over for Android, but apparently it's not. This is basically preference, and shout out to Windows for staying in the game.
Right, Windows been doing it. So I'm excited. I think I'll probably be utilizing it more at work. So that'll be good for me.
Some more shit niggas gotta learn how to do.
So you talked about Android. They're also updating their stuff. So Android has a new, fresh perspective on their phone layout, the interface of their phone. So if you take a look at the screen, we got the I guess this is like the toolbar that you get. I haven't had an Android in so long.
I've never had it. I had Android before we knew that they was calling them Androids, and that was the last time.
Yeah, I haven't had an Android in so long. But every time I do see somebody with them, I think they're pretty cool in the things that they're able to do. They got the home screen. They got, I guess it's like what we do on the iPhone when we swipe down, the music keys, and then like a fresh, clean kind of Google is there because Android is powered by Google. They got all the Google apps there for you.
It just makes me laugh that they're just... Nobody wants to be first. They want to be at least next or beside. Like, come on, fam. Like, come on with something new.
Right.
Do some innovative shit that made me want to leave where I'm at.
Well, they're all in competition with each other. So a part of it is keeping up with your, what everybody else is doing.
Nuts.
So I'm kind of trying to get out of this.
With the attack. This
is an ad.
The attack of Windows. This is really the real shit. They want you to buy.
Can you stop sharing the screen for a second?
They want us to buy real bad.
Yeah, they do. But I think it wouldn't make me go back to what they have going on over there because I like where I'm at now. But it's cool for those of you who are using it, and I hope you guys are excited about it.
Just don't text my phone.
I'm not really excited.
I want to know when my message got delivered.
It's interesting how we're all still like having this beef between each other because of the color of our text bubbles.
Supposed to.
But it's really annoying.
Supposed to.
But
it's annoying when we try to put you in a group chat and I have to read Joe laughed at tweet. Like text, like
yeah.
It's corny. Like
it is.
Get the phone so we can have all the features together.
Yeah, it is. But back to the thread. What we skipped over was the TikTok strike. So TikTok is one of those apps that is somewhere in between Instagram, the Reels. I feel like TikTok is actually what the Reels were modeled after. Okay. So if you're on Instagram and you find that cool button that used to be where you put a story, or is that the shop? I think one of those buttons. They changed the buttons around and everybody was really upset about it. Turns out those are Reels and you can go down a rabbit hole. That's what TikTok is. So there is a strike right now on TikTok where the Black creators are refusing to do dance moves to Meg's new song, Thought Shit. In the past, when Black creators made a dance to a song, the dance was stolen and white creators were paid and brought to fame behind a dance that a Black creator made. So in a stance to prevent this from happening, they've all decided that they're no longer going to do the dance moves. And if you're unsure of what I'm talking about, remember at the beginning of quarantine when they had the dance, the Renegade, where it was like do
K-Camp. The K-Camp song.
Yeah. Great song. That dancer who made that dance, somebody took that dance and didn't credit her, and then that person ended up getting paid and
going
getting all
on
the
a
fame
fucking
behind
world tour doing that dance as a white person, while the Black girl only got a few appearances.
So sitting through that was just one instance that was highlighted between Black creators getting their stuff stolen, and in between then and now there has been multiple instances and they're taking a stance. So I feel like sometimes the thing behind TikTok is when something is trending, you take it and you make it your own. It's kind of like if something is trending on Twitter and they're talking about BBLs. You're going to talk about BBLs because you want to join the conversation.
Okay.
So on TikTok, the way to join the conversation is to recreate what somebody already created. But sometimes when I recreate with what you did,
All right.
I might get a little bit more views because maybe I got a little the look that people are looking for, so it gets pushed. So Black creators are tired of it, and it's sad.
I mean, I'm a firm believer in burn all this shit down.
Burn it down. Burn it down.
I don't like the fact that the labels are telling niggas to do these dances in order to run the streams up on this. I don't like the fact that the whites are stealing these dances and being more noticed, and I don't like none of this shit. So I'm happy. Burn the whole system down.
We've had issues.
They be racist on TikTok.
We've had issues with TikTok for a while. They did Lizzo wrong.
They shadow ban black people, shadow ban fat people. Yep. They do all of these things.
So if you don't have the look that TikTok deems is acceptable, they're gonna push your stuff to the bottom.
Burn.
So that's why
all
you see
this shit down.
The white girls doing their dances and they're getting more views because that's what TikTok wants you to see. But the funny thing is the people who are actually, they don't have a dance to do anymore. So they're trying to come up with dances. And the dances that they're doing, the dances that they're doing aren't really giving.
Fam, this is all, I think this is as worse as they would have been doing a real dance. They're still getting popular for bullshit.
But they don't have a dance.
But we're still watching a video that is their goal. Like,
it's just,
it's nothing we can do about this.
We laugh at it.
Yeah.
Do you want to be famous for laughing? Oh, look at Junie. But I think it's sad. I hate that it's happening. I agree with you. We should burn it down. If they're not going to do right by us, why are we still using this app? Do you think that we're actually all going to stop doing it?
Nope. Because everybody wants to be famous.
So I have a question. So, I mean, what's the difference between when Black Twitter was supposed to be a thing, right? Like, that app was made. The Cookout, which was supposed to be the black version of all these things. Like, why don't you guys see those things taken off?
Because nobody cares, fam. Like, nobody cares about we lie a lot to each other. Let's just be real. We want to support black business until we have to support black business, and it ain't as cool as when we support white business.
No, I got it. You remember in the cafeteria in high school where you wanted to sit at that table?
Right.
We want to be the table that everybody wants to sit at.
Yeah.
We don't like when people take the table and try to build their own table and say that it's their table.
Exactly.
Rightfully so. We don't like when people steal. But if you take our table out of the cafeteria,
you're gonna be upset.
It's not as fun anymore because we gotta laugh at people and talk about stuff. It still needs to be some interaction. We want our table. We don't want to have our table moved to ISS. We just want our table.
We just don't. We want shit to like why we don't watch BT?
You watch BET. I don't. Because every time I turn on BET, they playing Baby Boy. That's why.
Why is Love and Hip Hop, which is a Viacom show that also on BET, why that's not on BET?
Because they want people to go to VH1. You know what I do watch though? Zeus. We're gonna come back for Zeus.
We're gonna come back to Zeus.
But shout out to the black TikTok creators who are taking a stand in something that's very important in our culture and what's going on TikTok, because I'm sick of seeing it. We know who it all came from first, and we know who did it best. So do what you gotta do. Shout out to Megan Thought Shit. That's all I have on that.
Burn TikTok down.
Burn TikTok. Next up on the text thread, we're jumping into entertainment. Meezy, I know how you feel about this.
All right.
I know how you feel about this, but they honestly, they didn't take your advice. The Versus is going down tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a party.
Yeah.
We got Bow Wow versus Big Draco.
Yeah. I probably watch. I think I gotta work tomorrow, so I probably miss a little bit of it. But whatever part I catch, I'll catch.
They leave the replay up for you too.
I mean, if I ain't catch it live,
Dang, it's 8 p.m.
it's not fun watching Versus when nobody else is talking about it. You have to catch Versus live and tweet about it.
Yeah, the fun part is talking with your friends and seeing
like, it
who
ain't,
won.
like they keep gassing this as a like Bow Wow went on a promo. I watched him on a Breakfast Club last week saying that they're gonna bring out people to help them. Like, I'm pretty sure Chris Brown will be there. If Bow Wow got Sierra, that'd be fire, but I doubt he'll do it. But like they're gonna do all of these things, and am I gonna watch? Probably. If I'm at home on time and there ain't nothing else to do, I will catch it. I hopefully, like, it's not the other week. Trina, I hope it's that. Trina and Eve, they got in, they played, they sung, they got out.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy, I don't have time for your rants. Like, I don't care about you being better than Bow Wow, your Lamborghini being yours, who did what first. I don't really care. Like,
Do you think the beef is real? Because
No.
they've been going back and forth a lot.
They're
faking.
Soulja Boy is a master marketer. He's been this since the first time we've ever seen him.
Yeah.
He's the only person I know who every time he get a hit is in front of people. It don't matter how long he's been away. When he get a hit, he got a hit. So I feel like we're at that point now. So it's like he's a master marketer. Bow Wow's got a movie coming out today. Just came out. Fast 9 just came out today. So it's all a promo play.
So, quick question: if they get into an altercation, do you think that's just them taking the acting to the next level? Because
for sure.
the thing is, if they go to fisticuffs, right, and Jeezy and Gucci didn't, that's a problem, right?
They're not gonna get in a fisticuff, but Soulja Boy will be over flamboyant and exuberant about everything, and Bow Wow's gonna be like, I used to be a ladies' man, so I'm just chill, be cool. I'm like,
Well, maybe they are taking the Jeezy and Gucci approach, but it's It's not believable because y'all just started this beef around the Verses.
but they don't have a beef.
Exactly. So you guys are making it
Right.
up.
Yeah,
What else would you all have to beef about?
They're not.
Like, what started? I need to know what started the beef.
There's not a beef.
Okay.
They like did a thing in the early 10s, 09 or something about who had the Lamborghini, but they were also 19 and 22 with new money. Who cares? Like, it's over. They're friendly. They do fucking Instagram video, Insta lives with each other, being friendly, talking about how great this is gonna be.
And
Whatever.
99 said he looking for Stephanie Mills versus Shaka Khan on a Thursday night.
You got it. I only know one Stephanie Mills song, and she probably got to start singing the songs from the Wiz after that, because I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, they were talking. So with this talk, every time a versus comes around, they start talking about all the verses that they want to see.
Oh my God.
So there was a conversation around Mary and Tony. Mary took to the Breakfast Club and she said, "I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
I love Mary's stance.
I'm good."
I love Mary's stance because Mary is a real one. Like, Mary, like, bro, Mary's still out here getting checks. Let's just be clear.
Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. Like,
Mary could go on tour today. You know what? The girls are gonna go.
Mary's still getting checks. Mary just did BT last year or the year before that. The last time they was in person, 2019.
We're not worried about where Mary went.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because we just seen her on Stars.
Look, Mary out here collecting checks. We see her every week on Power Book. Yeah, Mary out here getting money.
Mary says she's not worried about y'all saying I can't sing or if I can sing.
She can't dance in her boots. She sang for Chicken one time. That's a motherfucker that don't care about shit.
She's getting money. That's what Mary cares about. Mary said I don't have to do that because I'm already getting the flowers that I deserve.
And she got a documentary coming out soon. Amazon laid that bag out for us. Nah, Mary like, I don't need it.
I'm ready.
I don't need it.
I wanted to see it's a versus I want to see, but it looks like I'm just gonna have to play.
I would love to see Mary's and Friends. I think they should get back to doing And Friends more.
Well, we might as well do a concert.
Okay.
I'll go to a Mary concert.
I want to see And Friends.
Mary and Friends.
Mary and Friends.
And you bring out all the girls that they compare you against.
Find Jodeci. No.
I don't know if they. I don't think that's something they want to do.
And that's always too soon.
Yes, too soon. Too soon. That was a rough time. But we'll see about it in the documentary. So next up on the text thread, speaking of Friends, singers and Friends, Usher and Friends, T-Pain and Usher.
Some wild times.
Wow, Usher.
Netflix has a new documentary series called This Is Pop, where they chronologically show like the important events of pop music. And one of the episodes, episode number 2, is about autotune. They go through the history of autotune. Some white man somewhere did this, created this, made it cool to do. When he made it, the whites. This is the first time this has ever worked in reverse, by the way. The whites got a hold of it first,
yeah,
and wanted to keep it a secret.
They did.
They wanted to keep it a secret. Nobody should know that we're using this. But a young 21-year-old T-Pain was like, I need to know what this is. So he set on a year-end mission to find what it is. And he becomes the biggest superstar in the world by using autotune. But there's a period in his life where he was looked at as the refuge, the outcast. Why are you doing this? Nobody wants to hear you sing with this robot voice. Who's doing this? And it got to a point where he had this conversation with Usher.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play the clip.
I thought it was about to sound real concerned. He's like, man, you kind of fucked up music. I didn't understand. Usher was my friend.
That man was not your friend.
Not your friend.
Nah, man, you really fucked up music for real singers. Literally at that point, I couldn't listen. Is he right? Did I fuck that?
Did he fuck? I mean, because I'm in love with a stripper was
Slaps.
It was rocking.
Slaps.
I had a great time to that.
Slaps.
Music. And that is the very moment. And I don't even think I realized this for a long time. That's the very moment that started like a 4-year depression.
Sad, bro. It's sad. This Is Pop showed us and gave us this great clip. I just want to start off by saying this. Usher, you was hating like fuck. At that time, whatever this is 06, 07, 09, Usher was on a decline. Was he still making hits? Yes. But they wasn't Confessions no more. And we saw that and he knew that. There were young bucks in there. Chris Brown was here to take that spot. An upcoming Trey Songz was somewhere around lurking, making really good music, R&B music.
He sure was.
He wasn't the only person no more.
Usher, your career was on a decline.
And you was hating like fuck.
And you was trying to attack anybody that was in the way. And that's very nasty of you.
It's nasty of you.
Like, that's nasty
I'm
of
starting
you.
to believe
Because
Chili.
You talking about I'm messing up music. No, I'm fucking your shit up. Like, just say, like, I want
in your spot. I want your spot.
Right. I want your spot.
We don't even do the same thing.
Right. I'm doing something completely different.
I'm just making hits.
Right. So, Usher.
He was hating. Big hating. I believe Chili now.
What Chili say?
You know.
Okay.
You know what happened.
So looking back now, you know, that was 2001. Now we're in 2021. How do you guys see T-Pain today?
T-Pain is a legend, but just like Usher, a new motherfucker come take his spot. Like,
I don't think that's the way you approach somebody that's coming in to take your spot, though. You don't try to tell them something to bring them down.
It's hate, but I feel like once you become a legend, there's nothing nobody can take away from you.
Right.
Like, the reason versus happens with these artists is because they did something at a time that made them legends, and we'll never forget them.
Legendary. You're legendary status.
If you have more than 5 hits, you're a legend.
But you know what's not legendary?
Hey,
Bringing somebody else down because you're not where you want to be.
Yeah.
That's not legendary.
Hey, if you got more than 5 hits, you're a legend in my book.
So, fun fact,
Yes.
For you guys, you guys already know, but the people who are watching, the music that you kind of hear in the background is actually made by T-Pain.
Oh shit! So he's slanging bread.
Yeah, so T-Pain is huge on TikTok, on Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Ooh, shout out to Twitch.
Shout out to Twitch. That's where we at.
games,
We on Twitch.
You know the
Right.
vibes.
So what we're listening to is the Pizzle Pack, Volume 1. But I think 2 and 3 are already out there too.
Yeah, T-Pain. I stand for T-Pain. I spent a couple weeks ago asking all my girlfriends if they thought T-Pain was attractive, and they all said
You look
no.
like the type that
But
think he
T-Pain,
was.
I thought
Yeah.
T-Pain was very attractive, and it really hurt my heart watching that clip.
And the part that made me mad the most hearing this story, nigga was on a decline and then had to go use auto tune. Niggas ain't forgot about oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
You
did.
singing this trying to be hip.
I thought he was hating. I think he's
If you
hating.
gonna stand on something, stand on something.
Because you know what's, first of all,
Yeah.
nothing that I ever do is going to take away from your craft, okay? Let's just talk about that. What I did was introduce something new to the music industry. You saying I'm fucking up the game for real singers. Bitch, if you could sing, you got here with
How about
it.
you go write some of your own music?
There are still real singers.
Oh, we want to let's move the table.
Okay.
That's not a real story. Confessions ain't a real story for you guys. That is a story concocted based on Jermaine Dupri's life experience. It just happened that the marketing and what was going on in Usher's life happened to hit at the right time.
Right.
So if we want to be honest, Usher, after Puff couldn't help you, you almost got dropped. You had to go be with Jermaine Dupri to get the first couple hits. Third album came out, it's still Jermaine Dupri hits, and Confession is still hits.
So what you're saying is that Usher been on a decline, and he was just trying to grab somebody down.
I mean, there's some talk here, Usher. You became this guy, but you was riding the coattail of some really good people. Talented, can he sing? Yes. But
Can he dance?
absolutely.
Is he handsome?
I'm not gonna agree to that, but
But that what you did wasn't handsome, Usher, and we see you and you bright in the light. We got some comments in the chat. Mimi is saying that, but let's be honest, his auto-tune was a turning point in music. At one point, everyone started sounding the same. If you listen to a lot of songs after they had auto-tune, she's saying they all sound the same.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, I get where Usher was coming from. The game has changed. The sound has changed. It was like everyone wanted auto-tune.
big hater.
And yeah, everybody did do auto-tune, but that's what everything, we all do that, you know, when things change. Music isn't going to sound the same.
It's
The music
all-
doesn't sound the same right now. It's completely
I
different.
mean, I'll give you an argument. Some of it
From
does.
2010 to
Oh,
now?
never.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different. Like, it changes. I will agree that people latch onto the sound and they roll with it, and it does get annoying.
And I
until
feel
the new
like
thing comes around.
T-Pain just opened the door for a lot of your favorite artists right now because them niggas don't be singing for real.
Jay Police said he's a full hater.
Full hater, big hater.
That's it.
Big hater vibes.
The brutal truth is the auto-tune at live performances. Yeah, when you have auto-tune. But the documentary, This Is Pop, goes on to show T-Pain's first Tiny Desk performance. And he couldn't do Tiny Desk with auto-tune.
I feel like we saw T-Pain sing live before that and it was real big. And then he did Tiny Desk and it was like, oh shit, that wasn't a flute.
Am I tripping, or was he the one who went to Charlemagne for an interview in South Carolina and he had to sing on the radio?
And they was calling him
and it was
trash.
really bad?
I think that hurt what it was.
Yeah.
So it's like, nigga, you can't sing and you use auto. But then he was like,
that was really early.
that was early. So then it was like, no, he probably learned. And the part that we need to start speaking about, in order to sound good in auto-tune, you have to be able to sing a little bit.
You have to have a foundation.
Number one. Number two, in order to sound good, you have to write songs that sound good.
That are good songs.
You have to be talented.
Yeah.
You just can't put the effect on and be like, I'm out of here.
Unless you're Little Dicky on Dave.
I mean, which is hilarious because it sounded good, but it was like, I wouldn't listen
He
to this
wasn't saying
bullshit. I wouldn't. I wouldn't listen to this
Can
shit.
you list all the things that you have to be able to do in order to
auto-tune?
use auto-tune?
Number one, you have to be able to sing. Number two, somebody has to write incredible music and understand melodies in order that to work. You can't just talk into the mic and say, I like cheese and cheese is what I like.
No, that's not enough for us.
It's not gonna work. It's got us. The song has to be good. You have to be able to sing. Like, it just sound like, look, I was watching it and I said to Jazz the other night, I said, T-Pain already got a weird voice to begin with.
He do.
His speaking voice is wild as shit.
He almost sounds like he's speaking in auto-tune when he's talking.
Sound like it. So it don't sound like when you listen to auto-tune song, you don't even realize it's auto-tune. You just be like, oh no, this is just real good. This is a real good melody. I'm in love with I'm Sprung. Girl, she got me. Got me. It's just a cadence that sound good.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it. I don't care.
I'm glad that T-Pain is doing what he's doing now. Usher, I'm looking at you looking real funny in the light.
Yeah, bro.
You looking real funny.
You better be glad Tevin Campbell could get his shit together. Mm-hmm. You'd have been out of here.
Out of here.
You seen what they did. You seen they picked him over you back in the day. Babyface gave him Can We Talk? Oh, okay. I mean, all right. My bad. That went off a little bit, but.
All right, what's next on the thread?
Legends hate on legends.
I can't believe it. You hate to see it. Crabs in a barrel. So we spent all this time talking about music, old music, music from the 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, whatever. Let's get into the new music. What's up? What we doing?
It's a new music.
Oh, wait. Before we get there, I got one thing to say. Oh. Usher mad he didn't think to rhyme mansion with West Cancer.
Yeah, he didn't think that. That's his fault. That was his fault.
All right.
If he'd have wrote his own, all right.
he would know. All right, so new music. What? Okay, all right. I see some familiar faces on here.
Let's get into it. We're on a new Music Friday. Woo, woo, woo. Coming in first, we have Tyler, the Creator, with Call Me If You're Lost. Apparently, according to the timeline, everybody knows this just came out last night, but I've seen plenty of tweets. This is album of the year. Tyler, the Creator, came together and began to rap. He rapped this time, and he turned it into a gangster grill. Things that we love as black people. We just love
gangster
grills. We just love a good DJ Drama drop.
Gangster.
We just love it. So he gave us that with DJ Drama. It's got some surprise features on here. He's got NBA YoungBoy. He's got 42 Doug, Lil Uzi, Pharrell, Lil Wayne gives the most amazing verse. Lil Wayne is becoming the guy who we've known for a really long time, and we forget that he still got it until he shows us he still got it.
And he did the same thing on Seeing Green.
You know what I'm saying? He did that. He's on a run. This Seeing Green, people love that Polo G record that he's got. It's a lot. He's got a Griselda verse that's good. So shout out to him. This album, I love this album. Street said this album of the year. They said it's the best one. The visuals that have been going along with this project is amazing. Tyler comes up with a new character, a new persona every time.
Yeah.
It
What's
works.
this one called?
Tyler Bolivar. So he's like this rich guy trying to get with his friend's girl.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's some fire stuff on there. Moving along. We're here. She's amazing. She shows feet in racist chats, but the music is still good. We got Doja Cat.
She did show them feet in that racist chat, though.
She showed them feet in that. Yeah, it's shocking. But the music is still good. We got Doja Cat. Her new album, Planet Her, is in stores right now. I like it. It's very poppy. If you like Doja for her raps, it's not much that, but the juicy vibes, those my best friend, like those songs are there.
I like it.
So I like it. It's a real good album. Next we got Justine Skye. Justine Skye, if you remember during the pandemic, Justine Skye got a lot of praise for her and Timbaland getting in the studio and making these creative records. I think this is the album. I have one knock. There is a song on here featuring Justin Timberlake, and Justin Timberlake is auto-tune singing If Your Girl Only Knew, and I would like to boycott Versus because of that, because I know Timberland got him to do it. So
I don't like that.
I don't like it. I didn't like that. I spoke about this earlier. Jasmine Sullivan has a new single out called Trauma, and it's about men who have bad penis.
Tragic. That rose looks really sad.
It look limp.
It looks really limp and crooked.
Yeah. So, yeah, a great song though. Great records. She sounds amazing. I just don't like the content because men usually don't know they got bad dick, and if you don't tell us, we won't know, and women won't show you, won't teach you. So then next time I
you ever, as a woman, do you really have the space to tell a man, yo, babe, your shit ain't knocking, like it ain't what you think it is?
You don't get to go tell your homegirls that.
I don't think in most situations women have the upper hand to tell a man after sex that was trash, because y'all be sensitive with y'all egos. Like, me telling you that your dick is trash could turn into an uppercut, and I ain't for that type of drama. I'll just pick up my panties and leave.
And how you think it feel if I tried to say this thing got a little older in here? I don't think it worked out the same way. But moving along, we got Jaden, new single for Jaden Out in the Street. Shout out Jaden Smith, still making amazing music. Also, Saving the World.
Saving the World.
Big Saving the World. Snow Allegra put out a new single for her project coming out in July. I think it's July 9th, so it's around the corner.
She caught a lot of slack behind this cover.
It's trash. You can't see fully here, but it's got like graffiti artwork on it. It's not that good. I swear Vizo, a new Future record out. These for the streets, for the street rappers out here that love this kind of sound. They sample 3-6, Tear the Club Up, and Future getting his toxic back.
I like that.
Future getting his toxic back. Hood Rich Palawan with Designer Babies. This is this project, some Thug features. He got a lot of good features on here. Thug, Gunna.
So this is a whole album?
Yeah, it's a whole album. Good project. Big Sean just released the 10th anniversary of his first album, Finally Famous. It's in store. It's remastered and remixed, so it sounds better than it did the first time.
Are there new songs on there?
There's one new song at the bottom. Is a Freshman 10 freestyle talking about his experience at the Freshman 10 cover for XXL with him, Nipsey, J. Cole, J. Rock, all of the OJ the Juice Man, all those guys were on the same cover, and he told about his story because it's been 10 years since then.
Wow.
We got The Baby has a new single out here. It still sounds like Popeye's The Sailor Man music.
The Baby's been catching heat about Meg too.
Yeah.
And he's out here asking for a Jay-Z verse.
Yeah, it's sometimes there's certain things you just gotta stop talking about and just shut up, and this is one of those times for The Baby. But keep doing Carolina's Finest, keep doing your thing. For my old New York heads, there's a K-Slay project out, and last but not least, there is a Coil Ray song that's in the streets with featuring Kodak and DJ Mustard. So if you in the Coil Ray, you should go check that project out. That song out.
Did you know she doesn't identify herself as a rapper? I heard that on the podcast. What's that?
Yeah. The what? Yeah. She's they trying to get to a different bag, and I respect it.
It's a shame that we have to do that as artists.
Don't like it, but I respect it.
I understand you have to separate yourself from the hip hop because you don't want to be just in that box.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we the ones that support it. So why you not at least get us support before you go?
I know you don't want to be typecast, but hey, sometimes you gotta be typecast.
Stand in your zone and own it for a little bit before you go jump.
I mean, I don't care if you make EDM. If it's not good music, it's not good music.
Right. Just make what you want to make from the beginning, but don't try to get our foundation and then
say you not what this is.
Right. Yeah. I ain't like that.
Yeah, it's nasty.
But a lot of new music. I think I'm gonna go back and listen to Doja. Definitely gonna listen to Tyler. Might slide over there to see what Future got going on. Heard some lyrics from Tragic. I want to go listen to that. And I'm going to see what Koi and Mustard and Kodak talking about.
They probably there's some slaps out here. It's a good week. So, you guys go enjoy that.
All right.
That was new music for the week.
Let's take a break and come back. back into the thread, y'all. So up next, we have Expression. You'll see 2 weeks notice and Bad Bouncer. I'm gonna kick us off with the 2 weeks notice. Last couple weeks, I've been real serious. This is something that's very serious and dear to my heart too.
Sorry.
What are we doing with a 2 weeks notice? I think I finally got to the bottom of it though. This is my notice to you to stop asking me to do things. Because after I put this notice in, I need you to know, notice, I'm not doing no more work. Don't keep adding stuff to my plate and you be lucky if I show up. Like, I'm just letting you know right now. I'm letting you know this right now. This is the notice. When I come into this job, don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. Just be glad that I showed up because I could have told y'all I was quitting and walked out. This is not your time to try to drag me and tell me to do this before I leave, do that before. No, that's your problem now. Yes. I'm no longer in this position. Okay?
That's funny.
This is my notice that I'm not doing a goddamn thing from now until I leave. Okay? So for all of you who have been at a job, you know, millennials, we always preach. I'm out here doing the things that I preach. I told y'all, if you in an uncomfortable situation with your job, leave. I mean that. Do it the right way though, because you never know who you might need. So that's the reason why I put in my 2 weeks notice. I gotta do it the right way. Oh. On the flip side, if you are an employer, let it go. Like if I was in the position to hire and fire people, if somebody put their notice into me, I would tell them, you know what, baby, just go ahead. I'm gonna still pay you for these 2 weeks, but don't come back, because I know from personal experience that after that notice is given, the notice comes with no fucks given.
Cap.
The notice comes with no fucks given. You don't give a damn no more. Imagine somebody puts in their 2 weeks notice and you continue to ask them to do stuff for the job as if they care.
I mean, they might.
That's wild.
They might.
It's wild. It's wild. But that's my expression for this week. 2 weeks notice. Let them know. We ain't doing this no more.
That's nuts.
Oh,
because you kind of have said fuck this once you put your 2 weeks.
Yeah. Dash City says, I've given 0 notice and walked out, and I've given 2-month notice to help them find and train a replacement. You're a nice person. I am not helping you. When I gave the notice, they was like, yeah, you think you could? Hey, nah, it's up.
I just gave niggas a text message, said I ain't coming back.
A text message?
I ain't coming back.
Wow. Okay.
Kept all the perks too.
Okay.
Them some comfort, some good shit.
I mean, sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah.
If it's an emergency, I can't come back no more.
True.
They don't know.
Speaking about losing a job. The other day, there's a picture of our favorite new it couple. We have ASAP and Rihanna. They're out enjoying a lovely night out. You know,
great time.
in the streets, looking good, looking beautiful like they do. Two of the sexiest people in the world out here looking amazing. And they happen to pull up to a bar. But because of rules, this is a video of the bouncer not letting Rihanna in because she didn't have her ID.
Wait. So she didn't...
Let me repeat it. Rihanna was denied access to a bar.
Okay.
Because she did not have ID. ASAP Rocky could not get her in the bar.
Okay.
And they did not, the bouncer and club management did not know who Rihanna was.
So I have to see this video. I've been saving it to watch it with y'all. All right, let me see. What's going on? Let's see. Because there's no way. It's Rihanna.
I'm sorry, going back in.
I don't know who you are. Look at this, fam. Look at how pompous New York can be.
So everybody around them is like calling them out by name, and they know
Saying
who
by
they
name,
are.
taking pictures.
And this woman is, I don't know who you are. I'm not letting you in. If you was born after 2005, just say that.
Bro, imagine being the bouncer at the door that's like, I can't let you in. Then imagine losing your job for doing your job, bro.
Right.
I understand. Listen, you supposed to do your job. I don't know the rules of legal age limits and whatnot. But listen, fam.
Either way, you gonna get fired.
It's Rihanna. I've seen Rihanna go into a restaurant and just pop up on people and people be excited. Everybody around them is yelling her name. They know who that is. How do you not know who that is? Rihanna don't look under 30. Rihanna look like she is of age. She been looking like that for a minute though.
Mm-hmm.
Things be thinking over there. Mm-hmm. But it's Rihanna, bro. And as New Yorkers who own an establishment where I'm pretty sure plays hip hop music, you should know one of your own. You should know who A$AP Rocky is, and you should know because of these two fashion icons, whatever they bring into your establishment might raise the prices of this what looked like a hole in the wall establishment. Hey, you niggas gotta do better. This was your chance for advancement to network, do what you do. Say Rihanna come in here, have a great night. Next time that Fenty drop comes, she wanna throw a party. Guess what? She could have had that party. Now she might tell all of her rich celebrity friends, Jay-Z's and the Drakes and the party next doors who know people that know people would be like, you know what, Khaled, don't ever throw a party here. I hope that business burns down. And that's all because you ain't cultured enough to know who Rihanna is, who's been on every cover of Vogue, Billboard charts, videos, awards, movies. She shoots shit in one of them movies, the army movie.
She has songs with Jay-Z.
She's got songs with anybody. Calvin Harris. I know they play Calvin Harris in there. You ain't gonna tell me them white people don't know who Calvin Harris is.
Mm-hmm. It's like a double-edged sword because if you let her in without ID, now you have all these cameras behind you that saw her get in without an ID, so you're fired then. And it's kind of like you got to pick which side do you want to be fired for. Do you want to be fired for not letting Rihanna in, or do you want to be fired for getting caught letting somebody in without checking their ID?
That job, you let Rihanna in, and then you swing on a nigga for getting too close to Rihanna. Now you become Rihanna bodyguard. You don't even need that. like niggas was missing out on privilege.
Yeah, missing out on privilege.
Just missing out, bro.
I can't imagine being the owner of the bar.
And seeing this on the top, fam, seeing this on the timeline, and you know that's your bar because you know how your bar look.
Yep, you know that's your shit, and you like, dang, Rihanna was at the door, and y'all didn't let her in.
Want to know how bad this is?
What?
We don't even know the name of the bar.
We don't.
It just say Rihanna got denied at a place.
That's messed up. Like y'all could have got. Y'all ain't even doing the pub right. Y'all not even doing the pub right. You signed out on it. Like
y'all got no signs up. Y'all ain't even put out a reason we gonna let Rihanna in. Y'all are not doing any of the work.
We not in New York. We don't know, but. Hey, let's go to the comments. Jay Pulley said, nah, Rihanna don't have more privilege than me. Fam. She shouldn't walk around with ID. Without ID. Go home then.
I mean, I also would like to get to a point where I understand the logistics of this such thing, and shout out to Apple and their new update. But there should be a way that I have a digital version of ID. If I got my phone on me, I should. If I can not have my credit card, why should I just be only able to carry my ID? Like, I believe.
It's highly sensitive information.
It's a lot of this shit is highly sensitive, but we also in the age of digital fucking everything. I don't even need to have cash no more. We might not even need to use the concept of cash no more. If these cryptocurrencies work like they supposed to, all of this is sensitive. I should be able to have a picture, a version of my ID that's on my phone, just in case I forgot it. Cause sometimes you forget your wallet sometimes.
Right.
You might not, you run into the store half dressed, be like, damn, I forgot my wallet. I came here to buy beer. I don't got my ID. But I got my phone.
Right.
Let me just show you my phone. Maybe even a barcode. You can scan the barcode. Be like, oh yeah, that's you.
Yeah. I just think, if that's your only job and some niggas do their job. Me, after that 2 weeks notice, I'm done. And a little before it, I'm done. Like, I just stopped giving a fuck. She care. And it's good to have employees out there that care.
I tell you one thing. Whatever hot spot that was, probably ain't the hot spot no more.
Right. The bar is smart. There's so many bars. They're like, hold on. There's so many bars there, like, don't tell anyone it was us.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bar doesn't, their name isn't attached to not letting Rihanna in because there's so many bars there. It's not like it's just Winston
but they
with
know.
5 bars.
Nah, they gonna know. Niggas, you don't think ASAP told the mob? The mob ain't tell. The mob is connected. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
The ASAP mob connected. Them niggas know anything famous. That shit dead. That bar dead now.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Bad business.
The last piece to the text thread is the wrap up. So
Speaking of being dead.
Wait. I missed one. Before we get to the wrap up, there's one more thing about Rihanna that we missed. Very important news about Rihanna.
Rihanna be dead in everything.
Okay.
She gonna dead that bar. She dead old relationships. She did everything.
So there was a time back when Rihanna got matching tattoos with the artist of the decade.
The guy from Canada.
Yeah, the Grassy, you might know him.
You know the guy. You know what I'm saying. He confessed his love for her on national TV, and she didn't really feel comfortable about that. But they continued to date. Got a couple hits together.
Champagne Poppy.
Apparently they have matching tattoos of a shark, which is based on one time Drake took her on a date to the aquarium in Toronto.
Oh,
And so they got matching shark tattoos.
cute.
That's over and done. They remain cordial. They're still cordial. They may not speak as much, but they're cordial. But to Rihanna, that shit dead. Let me cover up this tattoo with a crown. A really nice crown, by the way. It's a nice crown. I like it.
I think you have to be strategic about the way you love Rihanna out loud. Sometimes it gets a little embarrassing.
Yeah, you gotta.
And I think he didn't have any tact.
You gotta let paparazzi catch you with.
Yeah, or you got to do an interview with a magazine and say it.
Yeah,
you know, kind of calm for the people that read.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't just do it on national TV
In front of everybody.
like, or put up billboards.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
White toes get chose. White feet get skied.
Ooh,
Shout out to Rihanna. As we were saying, into the wrap up.
look at them, lovely.
Loved up. Yeezy is in the news because he is suing
Walmart.
Walmart. Wally.
Walmart. Which is absolutely hilarious because everybody knows the Adidas brand and Yeezy brand have come together to form a partnership that makes these amazing shoes above him. They're foam runners. They just slide. You put your feet in. They look comfortable. You probably see a bunch of people with them. And the reason you see a bunch of people with them is because there is a company out here making the exact same model of shoe for cheaper. It's like $22, $23. You know what I'm saying? Affordable.
$24.
Yeah, it's a little affordable.
Compared to the what stacks that you gotta pay?
Probably about 100, no less than 50. But you know what I'm saying? $20 versus 50. You know, I'd save my 30 if I could.
Yeah.
And so apparently, the report is that Kanye is suing Walmart because they sell this on their site. But for people who don't know, Walmart's website is now a third-party seller. So, in layman's terms, that means they do the exact same thing Amazon does.
Yeah.
When you buy stuff from Amazon and it comes from a different place and it comes really quick, that's because Amazon didn't make that. It came from somewhere else and they third-party ship, and Walmart was like, Amazon not finna get this bag by themselves. We're joining in.
So he's not even suing the right person.
Well, technically, you sue Walmart only because we want y'all to stop the sale of these.
Okay. Also, Kanye West is racking up his billions. I think they said that he's up to 6.5 billion.
Big money guy.
Making himself the richest black man in America.
Big money guy.
So, I mean, there was a time when he borrowed money from Jay-Z, and now he's racking in all the coins, and he wants the coins.
I don't know if he borrowed.
Oh, well, it wasn't borrowed, it was a loan?
I feel like it was owed.
Oh, okay.
But we don't get to talk into that business because if we want to talk about lawsuits, there's another lawsuit out right now where Jay-Z suing Dame Dash.
On top of who he's so niggas is collecting their money.
Hey,
they want what's owed.
Hey, Rockefeller wants their bread.
They want what's owed.
No. Mind you, that's not the lawsuit I'm talking about.
Wait, you're not talking about the photographer?
He's not. He's suing the photographer.
Okay.
He's going off after former business partner Dame Dash.
What?
Because Dame Dash owns a third of Reasonable Doubt. Shout out to Reasonable Doubt. Today's the 25th anniversary of this album.
Nice.
So what Dame Dash decided to do was, in the beginning of Rockefeller, this is a little business talk. We about to get into business talk. Got to put your peepers on because this is going to get confusing. In the beginning of Rockefeller, Rockefeller was an incorporation that was Jay-Z, Dame Dash, Kareem, Big Burks. So at the time, it was just the three of them. Jay-Z was signed to Rockefeller. So when they made Reasonable Doubt his first album, the three of them owned it.
Okay.
The genius of Dame Dash was Def Jam was like, hey, we want to be a part of this. And Dame was like, we gonna be partners. So then they created Rockefeller LLC, which is different from Inc. Everything else was under the LLC. So when Def Jam came, they split the bag 50-50. When Rockefeller decided to split, they got rid of the LLC. Jay took the LLC to Def Jam. So that's why all the Def Jam artists went with him over there. When he left Def Jam, he then bought the LLC back. So now Rockefeller LLC is owned by Jay-Z.
Okay.
Now in 2021, the Inc is still three pieces, which means Dame Dash still owns a piece of the Inc and Reasonable Doubt, and all he want to do right now is sell his piece as an NFT, meaning that I can sell this for a lot of money and I can own it, and whatever you do with it after I get my part is whatever. We just want to know who has what. That's it. And Jay's like, nah, fam, because you don't own nothing. And Dame is like, nigga, you tried to buy it from me. You lowballed me. I'm trying to get a piece. And so now Jay is suing him because he don't want that. He want to own Reasonable Doubt straight out.
This is crazy.
Niggas is out here trying to get theirs. Getting their pieces.
It's a lot of mending.
Shout out Ain't No Jigger for explaining it to me like that.
And fixing deals that were not like people didn't really understand.
Friends
before.
and family business. Oh.
Wow.
Shit crazy out here.
I think the Joe Budden boys started that. This nigga started looking at contracts. Like, hold on. Man, that's what's going on.
Hey, shout out to them though. Joe got that bag at Facebook. Shout out to him.
All right, so I think our last piece is Beyonce and Trick Daddy on Clubhouse, the conversation. Honestly,
What happened here?
I didn't even know people were still using the Clubhouse app. But Trick Daddy was in a Clubhouse room and talking about things that he talks about. I don't know what he talks about. He's Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy.
Nah, nigga probably was rapping that for the people in the Clubhouse room to give him a little bit more after the verses or something. So
That he wasn't there for.
somebody probably was like, Trick, you sound raspy. And he was like, your fave sound raspy. And this is just allegedly. This is what I'm assuming happened because I wasn't there. And it turned into him saying Beyonce can't sing.
Which, I've heard this before. In the documentary, Wendy Williams went on a big rant of some of your favorites who needed auto-tune, and Beyonce's name was mentioned.
The thing is, Trick, Beyonce, she does a really good job at minding her business.
Called her stray for nothing.
But you know to say the girl's name and bring the girls out to bring the spotlight on you. Some would say that you only did that because you were a little jealous that your protege, some would say, Trina, or is that even the right word to use, was getting a lot of fame and you wanted the spotlight to come on you.
Ooh.
And you had to say something to get the attention on you because you couldn't stand your star girl, Trina. We love Trina. We love Trina over here. Hey, Trina.
I mean,
she was getting a shine.
Yeah.
And Trick, you had to say something to get the blogs to talk about you so that you could match her fly.
Family even doubled down. Said Beyonce couldn't sing and said Jay-Z has never been a goat of anything.
And he went on his radio show to follow that statement up as well.
It's nuts.
Trick.
Nobody cares.
Somebody said that he need to worry about other things.
Lupus.
Like ironing out the wrinkles in his face.
It's lupus, bro. You just gotta keep yourself healthy. Gotta stop eating all this barbecue.
Hennessy.
You gotta stop.
It's got a hold on our community.
Everything's got a hold on our community. It's
All
crazy.
of those things he needs to let go of.
Yeah, you
though.
gotta stop.
The hate is eating you up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
You gotta stop hating on people.
Mind your business.
Mind it. As a Beehive member, I don't typically step out for these things. The younger Hive got it, and Beyonce's doing fine. So I talked to Blue. Blue said Beyonce ain't even hear it. She ain't feel it.
I doubt that even got to them.
Yeah, I don't think they care.
I don't think they care.
But what did happen was the trickle down effect. When you talk about the queen, people talk about you.
Yeah,
it's a lame way to get talked about.
It's a casualty of being at the top.
Do better. Do better, Trick.
It's sad.
Do better.
Sorry.
So we can continue to enjoy your music.
Maybe he was sad he didn't get a versus.
You think he wants one?
I mean, he got enough. He got at least 10. They can figure out the rest.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
He got enough.
Trick and friends.
Every time I hear a fire alarm go off, I think of Let's Go. Let's go. If you want.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
I
think
love
of
that song.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we have on the thread. I don't think there's anything else to talk about.
Thank you guys for joining us this week on the thread. Be sure to follow and subscribe here. You see the things at the bottom. Hit those buttons, like and subscribe us. Don't forget, we also do a very, very intriguing podcast every Tuesday on all your favorite podcast apps entitled Textually Active Podcast. Join us, subscribe over there. Visit us on YouTube. You can watch the replay of this on YouTube if you'd like.
And you can watch the full episodes on YouTube too.
So, until next week on Fridays, I'm Meezy.
And I'm Rez.
And this has been
The Text Thread.